Hello students, welcome. In this video, we will talk about a poem called Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. In this poem, the poet asks the age-old question whether fire will end the earth or will it be ice. He further goes on to say that both are sufficient enough to do the purpose. Let us learn more about this in this video. Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Fire and Ice. Recitation of the poem. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Robert Frost. Let us look at the theme of the poem. Fire and Ice by Robert Frost is a 9-line poem, and theme of the poem is a question. The question is whether the world will end in fire or in ice. The poet decides that both the options would achieve their purpose sufficiently well. The poet shares a belief that everything that exists will have its end. Many people are divided on this issue. Some think that the natural element of fire will cause the destruction of this world. Others believe that ice will be the cause of the end. Word meaning. This first paragraph, there are two words which we have to look at. One is desire. Desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something. And favor, which means approval or support. In the second paragraph, again we have two words. One is perish, which means to die, and suffice, which means to be sufficient. Now let us look at the summary. The stanza 1. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. The meaning of this paragraph goes like this. The poem expresses idea that the world will end in either of the two ways. It will end due to ice or fire. One group is of the opinion that someday the earth's core will get so heated up that it would lead to fire destroying the earth's surface. On the other hand, the second group says that if the temperature will go down to maximum extent, which will make life on earth impossible, it would have the same destructive effects as fire. The poet then compares fire and ice with human emotions and desires. The poet is aware about fiery desires. He finally favors the one who say that it would be fire. He also talks about the idea that human beings usually let their emotions rule them, causing trouble. Stanza 2. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. It means, still weighing in the option of fire, he considers if the world has to expire twice, ice would be equally competent in ending the world too. He brings about a contrast between ice and hatred. The human incapability, insensitivity, and hatred has the potential for destruction. Though slow and steady, it has the same effect that desire has on us. So if given an option between fire and ice would be just as good as fire to destroy the world. Literary devices used in the poem. One is the rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABC BCB. Alliteration. One can find the usage of alliteration in the poem. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Examples of alliterations are as follows. The sound of F in favor fire and W in world will. Thank you.